to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And some room to maneuver. He juked him, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a first down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Oh, he bowls over him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. These two teams all tied after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a dump off here complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Brady. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Lamb to return it. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Prescott to throw it. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Here's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Brady now on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Leonard Fournette. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
The final shot before half for Brady. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Brady now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
Brady's throw there complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. To throw is Brady. A check down here to Jones. Touchdown! Ronald Jones, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Well, hey, partner, in week 3 of the NFL, special teams was a big storyline. How about Justin Tucker? NFL record 66-yarder as time expired. The Ravens beat the Lions. And then the Lions' former kicker, Matt Prater, now with the Cardinals, he tried a 6 and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 55 yards. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go to Elliott again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Jamel Dean right there on the coverage. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Brady. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now this pass brought in by Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, 32 yards. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Again, it's Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! Chris Godwin. 46 yards. And the Buccaneers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. They do take on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-4 lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the...
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. Here's Dak. Flushed out right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Able to slither by. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that won't help much. Only a yard on first down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. Great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.